Hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. I hope today we'll have a good time and we will learn something new. Today we have a challenge for those who call themselves Ustad in Indonesia. In fact, they are nothing but a bunch of potatoes, and they are fooling those poor Muslims in Indonesia, claiming that they have knowledge. I never met any Muslim actually have knowledge of anything. Yet, but they are all of them, they are so good to make videos to refute us in our back. Like, that's gossip in their back. What about be man and call me and refute me? The only one actually they call us, I mean, rarely you can find somebody he's a sheikh he call, and the one who call us, they are a bunch of kids, they say whatever they want. I mean, who care? We don't accept al-Bukhari, we don't accept Ibn Kathir, they don't accept anything. They make their own religion. Those people, they don't count. What about those? Those who call themselves Ustad and they want to teach you about Islam. Who are they? What they know? How much they know? In fact, all of them, they knew nothing about your religion. All of them. They are fooling you, taking a lot of money from you for nothing. Today's challenge to the Muslims, especially those who claim to be cleric in Indonesia, is very simple. The Muslims agree that God, he gave Musa's command. Where we can find the command of Musa's in your book? You know, your book is scattered, and when you talk about Musa's, you find yourself all over the place. All over the place. Where we can find the commands which is given to Musa's in the Quran? A Muslim, he will say to you, oh, the Quran says many things. As an example, you shall not murder. No, it doesn't say that. The Quran command you to murder. If we go over the commands here in front of us, you say, you shall not, you have no, let's go one by one. You shall have no other gods before me. Muhammad, he brought a God. His name is Allah. Musa's never heard of him. And not only that, he claimed that this God has no spirit. Which means when a Muslim, they say Allah is the same God of Musa's, well, if he is the same God of Musa's, then from the first book, in the book of Genesis, it says God, he created the earth and the heaven, and his spirit was in the top of the water. His spirit. So God have a spirit. The God of Islam has no spirit. So the first thing we learn from the 10 commandments, that Muhammad, he broke the first commandment. He brought a God is not exist in the Bible. God who has no spirit. So he cannot be the same God. Secondly, the commands of God in the Bible says you shall not make idols. You Muslim, you pray in the direction of cube, which is nothing but a small room, claiming that this is the house of God and it's holy. In the same time, your prophet, he kisses stones in the shape of a private part of a woman. And not only that, he claimed that this stone is going to erase your sin. We will go to this part back after we go over the 10 commandments. You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain. The Quran allow you to take and use the name of God in vain. Inna Allah la yu'akhidukum. You know, Allah will not take you accountable for your false oath. Remember the Sabbath day to keep holy. Muhammad, he don't care for the Sabbath. What happened to the Sabbath? It's gone. Even you Muslims, even on Friday, you work. You know, you work, you do all kinds of things. And there's not even a single verse in the Quran saying this is the day which is equal to the Sabbath for the Muslims. All what the Quran says in a Friday, when they are called for a prayer, come. Why? Because Muhammad at that time, he used to observe Sabbath actually, and Muslims, they are busy doing shopping before the stores close, for Sabbath is coming by afternoon. Remember, Sabbath start by sunset, not by the second day as today, you know, we go by the 24 hours method. Honor your father and your mother. Muhammad did not honor his father, neither his mother. Actually, Muhammad, he says, my father and your father in hellfire. And not only that, he called those who they are not believing in his God, najis. So Muhammad, he called his mother and his father filthy. You shall not murder. Muhammad, he killed many people, including women and children. As an example, a woman, he cut her 2 pieces alive. Her name is Qurfa, and she is over the age of 40, by tying her legs into 2 camels. You shall not commit adultery. Muhammad, he found having sex with his maids in the bed of his wife, and his wife Hafsa, she said to him, في بيتي وعلى سريري, in my house and in my bed, you filthy Muhammad. You shall not steal. Muhammad was accused in the Quran of stealing even clothing. And even the Muslims, they are so proud about how many caravan the Prophet he attacked and he stole the product. Imagine you have a bunch of cars in the highway, and the guy he claimed to be a prophet, he stopped those cars, he the drivers, and he take and he steal all the product they have. This is what Muhammad was doing, and the Muslims are proud about such a thief. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. Muhammad, he bear false witness as much as he want. Actually, he taught his men as an example. When he Ka'b ibn al-Ashraf, he said, one of his men, he said to him, I'm going to lie to him in order to him. He said, do it, okay, no problem. So the guy, he go to the house of the old man who is very old, claiming that he is coming in a friendship. When he entered the house, he put his sword inside his chest and he killed him. And what this guy he did, he was opposing Muhammad as a prophet. That's all. He did not take a sword. He did not kill anyone. He did not kill a Muslim. He did not kill a Muslim. You, Muhammad, did everything against the book. You shall not covet. Muhammad, not only he took the neighbor house, Muhammad, he took his own son, wife, and he went to her house and he flirted with the wife when the husband was not there. And then after that, he took her to his bed and he slept with her without even getting married. When she said to him, who is your witnesses? He said, Allah and Jibreel. So what we learn from this? That Muhammad, he broke all the commands of God. So how he can be a prophet of God? But now we are going to focus on something, one thing at a time, for the Muhammadans, so they can do, already they are confused, already they are weak. This is a religion of weak.